I see Mr. Gar on here. Hello, Mr. Gar, seniors. We're just gonna wait like one more minute before we get started. Where am I? I am at the office across the street from LVA. That is where I work. Um, in case anybody was wondering, that's why I have this lovely view in front of me. Yeah. Hi. Hello, Mr. Gar. Okay, cool. So I think the first person that I am going to be adding to this live is our student council advisor and Spanish teacher, Senor Zaro. So let's see if this will work.
Hola.
Hi, Senor.
Oh, hello.
Hola, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Just tuning in live here. Miss Williams just popped in too.
Oh, that's great. Hey, guys.
So, I'm busy building things in Canvas for you guys. So, um, I just want to say welcome. Like Deanna said, I am the student council advisor. I also teach Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. So if you're in either of those courses, you'll either have myself or anyone in my fabulous language department. Um, but we are here to answer questions for you. I know there's a lot of uncertainty, and I know there are some answers that you guys may want questions or like questions that you want answered, but there are some that we are still kind of working out. This is such a crazy situation that things change on the daily, but hopefully after this, you guys will feel a lot better with, putting names to faces and getting some answers to your questions. So Deanna, what's one of the first questions that we want to try to tackle?
Okay, so a question that we got from a junior at LVA is if I need help with homework, when is the best time to go to a teacher for help?
Okay, so that's an awesome question. So everyone should have gotten the LVA schedule sent out to you yesterday in the weekly announcement that was put out by Miss Thornton. The best time to ask a teacher for help is during office hours. So every day you're going to have a live session of your class for 30 minutes, followed by 30 minutes of office hours. So for example, your first period class is going to start at 8. So from 8 to 8:30 is the live portion of that class on Google Meet. And then from 8:30 to 9 are office hours. And so that will happen for every class period throughout the day. So from 8 to 9, then there's a 5-minute break, then you start your next class, and so on and so forth. But also every day during lunchtime from 11:30 to 12 are office hours. So you'll have time during that as well. On Wednesdays, you'll have a guidance period first thing in the morning for 30 minutes. So from 8 to 8:30. And then the rest of the day are office hours for your teachers. So Wednesdays is kind of a day for you to get questions answered and check in with your teacher on Google Meets.
Okay, that was great, Senor. Thank you for answering that question.
You're welcome.
Another question that I see in the comments that would be great to answer is what is a mentorship class? So if you could just explain that.
Sure. So mentorship is, look at that as your guidance. We call it guidance, and it's your homeroom. So you and 24 other people, so there's 25 people total, will have a mentor teacher. And that's the teacher that you're going to check in with on Wednesdays. And that teacher is there to, help make sure you're on track with your classes, with making sure that you're getting your work done, give you advice when you're kind of stressed out and you need someone to talk to. But that teacher is there to help you get through and transition, through your year. And that's the person who also gives you your progress reports and report cards. And we have guidance lessons that we do as well, like in the junior house, they do like SAT prep and whatnot. And I'm part of the sophomore guidance, so we focus on like study skills and time management. I know they work on that in the freshman house as well.
Okay, that's great, Senor. Thank you. Let's see. Somebody asked if we will be on Zoom for independent work time. If you could address that again.
Um, every teacher will have a Google Meet code. We can't use Zoom, unfortunately. We have to use Google Meet. But yes, the teachers will be logged in at the whatever designated time for your class. So you'll be getting that schedule of when you'll have office hours for that teacher, and like every day at lunch, for example, if office hours are 11:30 to 12, we'll be logged in to the meet and you just join.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's really good. People are having problems with their Infinite Campus logins.
So we posted actually this the other day on
Post this, yes.
Instagram page on how to reset your username and password.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I believe if you're having issues, you can call the school, and our librarian, Miss Sabo, is actually the technical specialist for online, and she can help you walk through how to reset your password. So if you call the school 702-799-7800, ask for Miss Sabo, the librarian, and she can also help you. And our site-based technician, Mr. Strange, can also help with that as well. But check out
Yes.
we posted in our story, and I will make sure that our social media coordinator reposts that um, that we put out to everyone on how to reset your email and password.
Yes. Also, I saw that some people aren't able to get into their student emails, people that are existing students. If you aren't able to get into your school email, then you probably aren't registered for the school year.
No,
So,
right. So there were
yeah.
some issues that way. So you do have to go to ccsd.net, search for registration, and just make sure your ORL, your online application, is good to go. If you also need help with that, again, you can call the school at 702-799-7800 and talk to our registrar. She is the best, Miss Tuggle, and she can help you walk through that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, if you ever need help with registration, you can always call the office. Also, if you are an existing student and your email is fine and everything is up to date and you still can't get in, then check out our post. Your username should be your school email username, and then your password should match your school email's information. So, yeah, take a look at the post, guys. Somebody just asked a question. How is Wednesday guidance day supposed to work per classes? I think this person just joined, so if we could address it one more time.
So how that's going to work is on Wednesdays. I'm actually going to pull up the schedule right now so I can
Okay.
explain. So you guys are going, as students, are going to log in to your guidance teacher's Google Meet. Once that is there, you'll log in for 30 minutes, and then Wednesdays are going to alternate between odd and even days for office hours, but I'm sure any teacher will let you come in and get that help. So I believe it's from 8:30 is the guidance time, and then you guys will be able to just talk with that teacher. You'll just check in with them on a weekly basis so we can, just make sure that everything is going well, that you are keeping up with your work and all of that. So that's how that guidance day is going to work. And then it's also a day for you guys to really get caught up on your work. So you guys will, like I said, you'll log into your mentorship or your guidance teacher from 8 to 8:30, and then um, from 8:30 to 8:55, and from 8:55 to 9 to 9:30, and 9:30 to 9:55 are all office hours if you need help, or like scheduled group meetings if there's a group project or something. But every teacher will specifically explain what they will do for you that week. Or you can set time to meet with a teacher that day if you need help.
Yes. Okay, very good. And then people are asking about the first day of school, where they log in exactly, how they log in.
So Miss Thornton, who sends out the weekly update and announcements to parents, is going to send every student and parent directions on what to do on the first day. So it'll tell you where to log in and what class you're going to log into. You are going to log into Canvas on the first day. You have to use your AD login, which is what you use to log into any school computer, and it's the information for your email address. So you will log into Canvas and you'll find mentorship or your first period class, whatever they decide, because they're still debating on whether or not we're going to have mentorship first. But you'll log into whatever the first class is, and all your classes will be listed.
Okay, very good. Somebody just asked us about Cameras for the Zoom classes. I believe you do need to have a webcam in order to attend the classes, and if you don't, be sure to check out our post. There's Chromebook distribution going on this week, and I believe next week, and we posted the schedule for that, so just take a
Right.
look at the post. If you don't have a computer at home with a webcam, our school will provide that for you, as well as information about Wi-Fi if you guys don't have Wi-Fi at home.
Right. So I
Yeah.
do know they are going to send you guys a list of expectations when you are on the computer during your live sessions. We
Mhm.
do ask that you log in. We need to see your face. We need to make sure that you're as if you were in person. So there are going to be dress code requirements. There are going to be, you know, certain sort of expectations that you have to abide by. And you will receive all of that information as well in that first day of school email.
Do microphones have to be good? That depends.
Um, you don't necessarily like it depends because some
Yeah.
classes are going to have discussions during, you know, the live session, but you are going to need to be able to communicate with your guidance teacher or your other teachers like I am right now, but in the Google Meet. But like Deanna said, if you don't have a Chromebook or a computer at home, we are distributing them every day starting Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of this week from 9 to 12 noon in the Loudon Gallery. You can just show up. And if you can, or your parent can, you are entitled to that Chromebook. If you need information for Wi-Fi on how to get that for your home, they'll also have that information there. If you can't make it between 9 and 12, you can call the activities office, which is 702-799-7800 again, and just ask for Miss Christy Kelly, and she can set up a time for you to come pick up that Chromebook.
Mhm. Yes. Everybody having something to log into that isn't a phone or a mobile device is really important because that's where you're going to be doing all of your work and attending your classes. I got a couple of questions regarding like school supplies. And I know like in middle school they usually have like a list of things for like every single grade, but when you get into high school it's a little bit different. There's supplies that you should have for your classes, but since we won't be in person, those things might not apply to us anymore, like getting a binder and things like that. But every teacher will email you and talk to you guys about specific requirements for what you'll need for the class, whether it's a textbook or a novel that you guys are reading in your English class or whatever it is. But yes, as for like actual supplies, I would just really focus on getting a good Wi-Fi connection if you guys can, and getting a laptop or a computer with a webcam.
Right. Well, you are like, just to be safe, it wouldn't hurt to get, you know, like if you want to get some composition notebooks,
Yeah.
paper, you are still going to have to do some work.
Mm-hmm.
But like Deanna said, every teacher, if you need something specifically for the class, um, you can just they'll tell you. But if you want to
Mm-hmm.
go ahead, you know, it's pretty a safe bet that composition notebooks are a pretty easy thing to get, and some binders and paper. I keep seeing like if I have my own Chromebook, do I have to pick one up? And no, you don't. If you have your own, you don't have to pick one up. You just log in to Canvas, which is canvas.ccs.net, and you'll use your AD login. And all of the information will be sent out to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to necessarily use a Chromebook. It could be any computer.
Yes, very true. Yeah, you don't have to pick up one from the
Yeah,
school.
your call.
Yes. Somebody brought up a question about a specific class, their piano class, but it was answered in the comments. I'm just going to read it in case you didn't see it. It says that you should have gotten an email about picking up a piano from school. If you don't have one, you can call the school to get a piano. So yeah, so if you do have music electives or a music major and you don't have an instrument, contact that teacher and let them know that you don't have that specific instrument or whatever is needed for that class, and they'll be sure to accommodate that for you. Um, let's see. I hope we can eat. We do have a lunchtime. I don't know if you guys can see the schedule that's behind me, but can you?
Yeah,
Can you see
so
that?
I can tell you specifically, lunch every day is from 11 to 11:30. Is a dead? It's actually 11 to 12 technically, so it's an hour lunch like normal. But technically teachers will have lunch from 11 to 11:30, and then from 11:30 to 12 are office hours and wellness checks and group work if you want to get together. But that would be a time to, like, if you need the whole hour, take the whole hour, but you have a built-in 30 minutes for sure and an extra 30 for just like we would during our normal school day.
Yes, yeah, true. Somebody asked if they can eat during your classes. I'm sure specific teachers will talk about that. Some teachers might be okay with it, some teachers might not. That's not something that we can really answer, but I would just wait to see what your teachers say because
Right.
every teacher is different. Some teachers might think it's disrespectful, some teachers might not care. It just depends on the person.
Well, also to remember, it's 30 minutes that the teacher's doing live instruction.
Yeah.
30 minutes is office hours, so you could always eat during those office hours. That's not live during instruction. But that's totally something that, again, is going to be teacher discretion. But, you know, you have lunch and there's time that you will be able to eat.
Are they gonna send us home? Funny. Somebody also asked, like, what do I do if I miss a day of school? Um, it's gonna count as an absence, I believe, the same way. I'm sure they're gonna
So
let you guys know, but
we are actually still waiting. There was information sent out from the district about absences and how they're tracking students. And we are just waiting for further clarification. So as soon as that information comes out, you guys will be notified.
yes.
And that's explained in the first day in all of your classes as well.
Hmm. Will homework still exist? Yes, and that is what Canvas is for. So people that are confused about Canvas, Canvas is basically where you're going to be turning in your assignments and where you will be seeing your grade fluctuate and all of that for whatever class you have. So the grading will be on Canvas. And for those of you that haven't taken a class on Canvas, um, I'm sure that we're going to have, I think Miss Thornton is coming up with something to help us
Yep.
navigate through that. Yeah. So just stay tuned for any weekly updates that come in from Miss Thornton in your guys' email. Let's see.
Yes,
How
there
will
is
it work?
an app for the person who just wrote that in there. There is an app in the App Store for Canvas. Um, so if you are going to be using a device, but it's best on a desktop, I would say. But Canvas is basically where we teachers create your course. So whenever we can't do a live session like I'm doing, like right now, for example, there'll be like PowerPoints or discussion posts or stuff in Canvas that you will complete, like Deanna said. So you're turning in all of your work on Canvas.
Yes. Somebody said, are we going to every class on the first day of school like normal? No, I don't know if you can see the schedule, but if you can't, the first day of school is going to be an odd day. And I think right now would be a good time to explain how odd and even days work and how
Right.
they rotate back and forth.
I can do that for sure. So Monday is going to be an odd day. So you are going to go to periods 1, 3, 5, and 7 on Monday. So if it's a full 5-day week, every Monday and Thursday are going to be odd days. And then every Tuesday and Thursday, or every Tuesday and Friday are going to be even days where you go to 2, 4, 6, and 8 as your class periods. And then Wednesday is that guidance schedule, like I said, where you'll have guidance and then office hours, and that'll rotate between odd and even depending on the week. And we'll let you guys know all of that, in detail. But if it's a 4-day week, it'll be like Monday and Wednesday, or if we don't have school Monday, it'll be Tuesday, Thursday will be odd, and Wednesday, Friday will be even. So you're going to see every week, you're going to see your odd days twice a week and your even days twice a week, is how that
Yes.
works.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's true. People are asking about specific majors such as dance and orchestra and how that's going to work. That is also something that we can't answer. But like we said before, on the first day of school, you will see your major teachers and they will explain everything that's going to be happening. Somebody also mentioned, will this live be saved? Yes, we're going to save the live. And we're going to be posting it on Facebook as well as YouTube. So for any of your friends that missed this live, we're going to be posting it today. So no worries about that.
Right. I keep seeing some stuff about clubs. Yes, clubs are going to be around. Your guidance teacher on that first week will provide you information. And I'm sure those of us who are club advisors will kind of, promote them in our classes, and we will let you know when the meetings will be. Part of that Wednesday where when you don't have office hours scheduled, so Wednesdays from like 10 a.m. until the end of the day at 2:11. So that Wednesday afternoons are essentially for clubs and organizations to have meetings. So just so you know, yes, they are going to exist. They're going to have school, but those club advisors will advise you and tell you when their meetings will be.
Yes. I know for Key Club specifically, we're actually discussing right now when would be a great time for us to meet. I believe that we're thinking Wednesdays just because we're going to be having a little bit more time. So for Key Club specifically, look out for Wednesdays. We'll be posting information on our account. Student Council, somebody asked what the requirements are and if they can join as a freshman.
So actually, anybody can join any year. It doesn't matter. But I just have to let you guys know that Student Council, we're not a club. We're an actual organization that we are an elective class. And so there are two main things before I even get into how to join. A, it's elective in your schedule. And B, it can't conflict with the major. Because I only have one period of student council. So if it conflicts with your major, I can't move your major block. And you have to have an open elective. But if both of those, you think aren't going to apply to you, that you don't care what elective you take, and if it's not going to conflict with your major, just email me. Again, last name is Zaro. I'm the easiest one to find on the website because I'm the last teacher listed. You can do that. You can email me. Also in the parent weekly update that was sent out yesterday, you can email me from there. You just email me, let me know that you're okay with giving up your elective, and we can get you moving.
Somebody just asked a great question. If you're having technical difficulties and you're late to your first live session of class, would that count as a tardy or absence?
We'll get back to you with that because we're not quite.
Yeah, we can't really say anything about that.
Before, I have a special guest in here who wants to pop in and say hi, and Perfect. She might have questions. Miss Williams, she's having some technical difficulties getting into the Instagram, so she wanted to pop in and say hi. And I'll let Miss Williams. I'll move out of the way so she can kind of introduce herself. And if you have questions for her, she can answer. She can answer the careers question I just saw there. To teach careers and can answer that. So I'm going to pop out of the way and let her pop in.
Hi, everybody.
How are you, Miss Williams?
Great, thank you. Good to see you all.
Good to see you.
Yay. I teach chemistry and I used to teach careers, so glad to be here. So what question might relate?
Okay, so people are still asking about careers, and I think that there are people that just joined. So somebody said, does everybody have career ed, and how does it work?
Every freshman has career and health. So they're both semester-long classes, so it just depends on which one you have first. And they're super fun.
Yes, that's really true. If you could explain, oh, sorry, yes?
If you took health online, then you will not have careers. That opens up an elective. But if you didn't take health online over the summer before the school year started, you will be in health or careers.
Yes, okay, yeah. And if you could just explain what students should be expecting in their careers class, like what kinds of things that they learn about, the life skills that you teach them about, interview tips, all of that.
Oh, sure. Yes, we go over interview tips and also the best way to find out how you'll be successful as an adult is very individualized. So students go through lessons that help them find what they'll be best at for a future career, and also goal setting. And we also go through how even if you make a plan, things can change, and that's okay. That's part of the process. So don't get frustrated if you make a plan and it didn't work out. It's fine. That's the way life works. I was supposed to be a rock star by now, and I'm not, and that's okay. Uh, but um, I'm a rock star, on the way in my car, while I'm traveling.
Yeah,
So
you're definitely a rock star on campus, Miss Williams.
and then, so yeah, that's pretty much careers. It's all individualized and it's all personal growth. And the lessons that you do will stick with you for a long time. They're really beneficial.
Yes, that's really true. I know personally, I'm going into my senior year, and if it wasn't for my careers class when I was a freshman, I probably wouldn't have a job. I wouldn't have the time management skills that I have now. It's taught me a lot of life skills that you don't really think about as a freshman, but I think it's a really good class to have freshman year. Somebody said, I took health over the summer. Do I still have careers?
No, you do not.
Yeah, sadly, but it's okay. But if you do have careers, I would look forward to being in that class because it really does help you grow as a person. What else? When will we receive our Google Classroom codes? I think you can answer that as well.
Of course. Those will be given by each teacher because, of course, they're going to be individual to the teacher. Those will be given out first day or first week as soon as each teacher is ready.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes, perfect. So it depends on your teachers. Your teachers will give that out to you before the school year starts. And I'm seeing a lot of questions about health. Even though you took health in middle school, you still have to take it when you're in high school. So don't think that you don't have to take it just because you took it last year, because the health that you go through in high school is a different kind of health. So if you have that on your schedule and you're thinking, well, I took health last year, you still have to take it in high school. I know, but it's a good class to take. So
Right. And I saw a comment, if I took health over the summertime, can I still take careers? And sadly, no, you cannot. But I see Mr. Gar commenting there. He's a health teacher, so you're going to have a lot of fun in health class this year.
yes. Oh, Mr. Gar is also in here. He's
Yes.
He's in the comments. He has a baby Yoda as his profile picture. He is one of the health teachers as well. Or he is the health teacher. Sorry.
One thing I wanted to say though is if
Yeah.
you guys students have not logged into Infinite Campus yet, schedules are there today. So I hope you saw it, and I hope you're excited about the new year starting.
Yes, I know I am. Let's see what else. Aw, I think this is something that you would give really good advice on. This question says, I'm a freshman this year and I'm super nervous about making friends. How do I make friends in this situation?
Oh, that's an excellent question because I'm concerned about relationships also. I mean,
Yes.
it's going to be different for everybody, but I feel like as long as you are yourself 24/7, then that will come across the screen just as good as it does in person. So there are going to be plenty of opportunities for you to get into smaller groups with students, to get to know people, and you won't just be one small box out of 25 or 35 and without any interaction. There'll be interaction, there'll be time for you to get to know people and for people to get to know you.
Yes, that's really good advice, Ms. Williams. Thank you. And also, I wanted to put it out there that Student Council is currently working on something for you freshmen that are coming in, because I know it is really scary. I know personally I went into LVA and I was one of the only people from my middle school, so I didn't really have friends initially. So we're working on something for all of you guys to be able to get to know each other. We'll be doing some icebreakers. I believe we're going to be calling it Freshman Fridays, so be sure to follow this page. Yeah, Freshman Fridays. It's going to be really cool. And it'll give you guys a chance to get to know each other, follow each other on social media, talk to each other, play games, just all that good stuff within a safe distance, because we all know it gets kind of lonely, and we don't want you guys to go the whole entire year without having that experience and opportunity to communicate with people in your grades. So stay tuned for that. Let's see. I heard we have to take the PSAT later in the year as a freshman. Is that true?
I have not heard that. There's a different test that freshmen and sophomores will be taking. It's called the MAP test. And some students are already familiar with that because they have taken it, but it gets progressively, age appropriate, content appropriate. So if you took the MAP test in the past, it's not the same exact one. It's for your grade, current grade. So
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, trying to find another question. Somebody asked, is colored hair allowed?
yes, of course.
Yes. Feel free to express yourself in whatever way you need to or want to. Let's see. Somebody said, any advice for freshmen going into LVA?
Wow, I would say enjoy yourself as much as you can and get to know as many people as you can. And this year is also going to be a lot about personal growth, so you can focus on getting your skills the best that they can be and trying new things and figuring out what you really, really love to do. And then when we are able to go back to, what's the word, face-to-face, then you can share all those talents with all your peers.
Yeah, that's really good advice. I feel like that was really insightful. I know Mr. Gar is in here. I'm not sure if he wants to join us, but if he would like to do that, he can also request. I'm just putting that out there for him because I see him commenting. Let's see what
And
else.
Leave it back to Senior Zaro.
Oh, okay, Miss Williams. It was really good to see you.
See you too. And anyone can email me anytime. You'll find me on the LVA homepage, and I will answer any question you have.
Yeah. We'll be sure to include all of the teachers' emails that were in this live session in an Instagram story post. So if you ever want to contact them for anything, you can feel free to do that. Hola, señor.
Bye. Okay, guys. So I'm back.
Oh, I just got an email from Mr. Seaton.
Oh.
For any music majors, let's see. I would love, if Mr. Seaton is in here, if you could leave the live, come back in, and hit the request to join the live button. That'd be great, just so that we could, get you on here face to face.
I did see someone ask about your AD login. Your AD login is the first part of your CCSD email without the @nv.ccsd part. So that's your AD login, and your password is the same as your Google email password, your CCSD.
Yes.
Did Mr. Gar want to pop in?
Yeah, I saw Mr. Gar, but they didn't request. So if you teachers are in here and you want to join, just leave the live, come back in, and once you come back in, there should be a button that you can tap on that says request to join. And then whoever's name I see pop up first, I'll just add them to the call. Somebody asked, what would you say is the best attribute or characteristic of LVA?
From my teacher perspective, I love the sense of community that you guys have amongst your majors. And I know that this year's going to look a little bit different, but I don't see that community aspect changing and that like pride that you have within your majors and the pride of being an LVA student. So I see that for sure. And just the amount of skill and talent that we see on a daily basis is just awesome. I also just saw something. I'm going to change the thing about a dress code. There is a dress code, and you are expected to be in dress while you are in your Google Meet. So someone who ever said that there was no dress code, that is false. There is a dress code. It's the normal CCSD dress code that you are used to. So ladies, no spaghetti straps, no low cut. Like you've got to be good in school. And first said with no pants. Just be aware your camera is on.
Please wear pants.
Please wear pants.
Please wear pants. Sorry.
So, but yes, there is a dress code. So just like you would get dressed for school, that's what we want you dressed, you know, in person. And someone I just saw about changing electives. At this point, the counselors are just trying to fix problems within the schedule. Like maybe someone had 2 English classes or they're missing an English class. Like that's what they're working on right this moment. But if it's an elective change, they're going to tell you there's a certain form you have to fill out, and you'll just fill that out and they'll get back to you.
Okay, great.
So, yes, there will be a time to probably try to be able to change those, but at right this moment, you can't change it at this current time because they're still busy trying to fix holes and problems within schedules. Or like, oh, I was put in Algebra 1 and I need to be in pre-calculus. Like that's what they're trying to fix right now.
Yeah. So they're trying to do the most, I guess, important schedule changes, but once they get through all of those, they'll be able to contact you guys about your guys' issues. I know I got an email from Mrs. Varani today, and she mentioned that she's been getting a lot of calls today. So if your emails and calls aren't being answered right away, just please be patient with the staff and the counselors. They're doing their best. And yeah, they've just been really busy with the calls that they've been receiving, really overwhelmed. So, but don't worry. I know with me, I've had a lot of schedule problems, and in the end, they've always gotten fixed. So don't stress if it doesn't get fixed right away, please.
For those wondering, I just saw like what period is Suko? Suko's 4th period.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that does happen to fall during some, like I believe like it falls during a theater tech block, it falls during a like art block, and it's during a choir block too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mr. Gar said he requested it.
Oh, I think it's not letting me see it because you're in the live. Maybe that's probably what it is. But last thing somebody said is the merch shop open. We actually created a post about that. We put it in the video. So if you want to answer that.
Go to lasvegasacademy.net and you click on the web store. Our banker, Miss Shauna Wood, is the best. You can also call her and you can order things online and you can set up an appointment to pick it up, or she'll even mail it to you for a fee so you can get it mailed to you.
Perfect.
Yana, I will go ahead and I will exit out if it works.
Okay, perfect. We'll see. Bye, Senor.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. All right, let's see. There you are. Okay, let's see if this works. I believe we're gonna put Mr. Gar in here first, and then Mr. Seaton, if you're still in here after that, we will add you to the call for any music majors that have questions. So, yeah, let's see if this will work. Bet I want to buy one of those hoodies. Yes, they're really comfortable, and they last you a really long time. Whoa!
It's my bedroom.
Gar?
Oh, there I am.
What's up?
Oh, I'm so good.
How are you?
It's good. I'm excited for the new year.
Yeah, that's really good. If you want to explain who you are, what you do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So, I'm Mr. Gar. I teach all freshmen. Okay, so I teach most of the health classes, and then 3 teachers teach the careers classes. So I have 2, Mr. Peruch has 2, and one of our newer teachers, I can't remember how to pronounce his name, is Mr. Palencia, I believe. He teaches 2 as well. And yeah, so that's what I am. All freshmen, baby. It's good.
Yeah.
Oh, and to answer the question, always a good thing to wear pants in life. Just a good life skill. But yes, I believe shorts are just fine because nobody's going to see below your chest. So.
Yes. Yeah. Unless you're trying to show off the fit, which I would advise against.
Yes, and you know, I'm not gonna waste a fit, so I gotta get my cute fit on. So.
His cute fit. Gar does
right.
have cute fits though.
You know. So, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. So, were there any questions about freshmen that I can think of?
So I know a lot of freshmen are just scared, which I understand completely because I was scared. If there's just any general advice that you'd like to give them?
You know, especially with this being just like a new thing, it's all good. We're all learning together. Like, there's going to be a lot of hiccups. You're going to be in the middle of Google Meet. It's probably going to drop halfway through. Your phone's going to run out of, it's all good. We'll figure it out. Everybody all the teachers understand, like, it's crazy, like, it's going to work. So that's why I say, just don't stress too much. We're learning it. You're learning it. It's going to work out. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, that's really good advice, Mr.
It's all
Gar.
good.
Yeah.
I know I've been just reading some people talking about this, but like fees, I think just like we talked about with like, what are we going to do with all of our classes? When you get into your classes, your teachers will tell you everything about any fees, if there's any. I know, for example, normally we have a fee for CPR, but I don't think that's happening because nobody's coming in to teach CPR. We just got videos of CPR to watch. So unless that changes, you never know. Things can change. But as of right now, just when you log in, your teachers will tell you all about fees and all the course expectations and things on the first week.
Yes. Somebody asked, how can we see who's in our classes? You can't see who's in your classes, but if you have social media, which you do, you're on Instagram right now, I would post your schedule and send it to your friends that go to LVA and see who you have classes in common with. But there's no way to actually see who is going to be in your classes, sadly.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, the teachers, a lot of times the teachers are probably going to do different activities, maybe to like get to know the class, or they might even do like little small breakout groups within Google Meets where you can like meet with like certain groups. So you'll eventually probably get to know people. It just depends on how maybe tech savvy your teacher is or not.
Yes. Somebody asked, what are materials for health? Textbook? Question mark?
For health, don't even worry about it. You just need a Canvas. That's it. So just log in to Canvas. I believe the Canvas login is just the same as your
yes. Yeah,
your AD, right? So just log in, and pretty much every teacher will probably, I'm guessing, not positive here, but I'm guessing most teachers will probably just have like a Google Meets link right as you get into each of the classrooms. So like that'll be the link you click to get into class for the day.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody asked, like, what if my like internet's not working or whatever? There are different ways to make sure attendance happens. Again, that was one thing that Mr. Zaro said that like we're still solidifying. But I know one thing that may be like if you can't log in, teachers were supposed to record every class session. So we can post that like afterwards. So if like you weren't able to be live, like in your internet works like 4 hours later, you can then log on and watch the class that you missed, and then find out what the homework is and all that type of stuff. So
yeah, perfect.
Again, we all understand not everything's going to be perfect. So we'll roll with the punches as they come.
Yeah, we're all really in this together. So don't ever think that you're alone or it's you against your teachers. Like, no, we're all figuring it out at the same time. This is new for everybody. Teachers have never done this before. So
right.
I think we're all just going to not be as hard on each other as we normally would just because of the circumstances that we're under.
Right.
Let's see. How do we have to be signed into Canvas?
You just use your normal school sign in, and then from there you'll click on the Google Meet for your classes, and then the teachers will then probably post like the homework on Canvas. So like after you're done with the synchronous class, the live class, then during the asynchronous time or the not live time, you'll have something to work on. That usually will be accessed on Canvas. And then during that time, the teacher will still be there to check for like office hours. So like if you're working on something and you need help, they can check in and let you know, help you out with the assignments and things like that.
Yes, perfect. Let us see what else. A lot of people are talking about making friends and stuff. I know if you guys didn't already hear, we're doing Freshman Fridays. So we'll be planning little Google Meets for you guys to get to know each other. We'll be doing icebreakers, with the student council. But like Mr. Gar said, a lot of teachers are going to be doing those icebreakers and getting to know you things as well, just because it's harder when you're looking at each other from a screen. So, don't worry about all of that. What else? Do we get punished?
Oh, I think some people talk about dress code.
Yeah.
There is still dress code. Mrs. Zara talked about it. Yes, there's consequences just like any other dress code, like, parent conferences and things like that. I mean, let's just be honest. Just like wear a shirt.
Yeah.
Life will be good. You know?
Yes.
Like, I'll wear a shirt, you'll wear a shirt, Google Meets will work just fine. You know, like it's all gonna work out. So,
Yeah. Yeah,
but yes, there is just like any other school infraction. Like if there's a consequence, to make it, you know, the assistant principal will contact you. Like if there's a problem, or a teacher will contact you or whatever. But like I said, should be all right. Should be good. Just use some common sense. You know, that's all.
Yes, use common sense for sure. Sorry, somebody asked, we already addressed this, but if you want to explain to them again, when's the best time to talk to your teachers about homework and
Yeah.
things like that?
Yeah, some people maybe came in late. So the best time, every day there's office hours set aside. So like you have, each class is an hour, but 30 minutes of that is live synchronous learning. And then the other half hour, and it can fluctuate depending on the teacher in the day. It could be like 40 minutes is live and 20, whatever. But like you have a live section, then a not live section. But during that time is still office hours. Like teachers are still available. Like we can't just like, peace out, I'm going to go take a nap for 30 minutes, right? So we teach for that live part, and then the not live part, you can just talk with your teacher during that time. And then on Wednesdays, we have specific office hours for each of our periods. And of course, I'm sure teachers will meet with you anytime you need to, as long as it's like during school hours.
Somebody said, is Wednesday an open day? So I think they're asking if they have to go to those office hours.
So as far as I understand, again, don't quote me. We'll find out obviously more as we get there. But as far as I understand, it is kind of an open, recuperating, work on my homework, independent work day. Okay. And then just check in with like office hours if you need the help. There is no assigned classes that day. I believe there will be maybe a guidance class happening that day, but there's just the office hour time as far as we understand it. But that's also going to be the day set aside for like clubs on campus and different things like that too. And obviously we'll get information out once we get clubs organized and things. Like, for example, I'm Nintendo Club advisor, so we're going to have to work something out how we're going to do that, you know. So anyway, so that Wednesday is kind of a get caught up, you know, all the other things that we need to do. And I believe there's still going to be a guidance, like mentorship check-in that day as well.
Speaking of that, somebody asked, what exactly is mentorship?
So mentorship is kind of like your homeroom. How it's been in the past is that's where we used to give out like everybody's progress reports and like semester grades and stuff. So I think part of that is actually going to be more checking in for the week. Like we're going to be checking in. We're going to do wellness checks on students, make sure they're doing okay. If they're stressed out, how can we help? So a lot of that guidance. And guidance, what it is every teacher on campus is assigned like 25 students. Okay. And they're teachers that you have. So it's not like I'm going to have a random senior as my guidance student. Like I'm going to have 9 of freshmen who are part of my class. Okay. And they are going to be 25 students specifically. I'll be checking in probably more than any other student just to see how they're doing, how's school going, do you need any help, you know, and also give resources out. So that's kind of more what the guidance and mentorship is. It's to guide you through your years at LVA.
Yeah, it's a really nice time to have. You can work on your homework, you can ask for life advice, do whatever you got to do. Let's see. Oh yeah, I just wanted to comment about people that aren't able to log on and they've tried everything. They tried everything that we posted. If you can't get logged in still after doing all of those things, contact Miss Tuggle. That is her name. You can find her information on the LVA website. She's in charge of all of that stuff, so she'll be sure to assist you with that. Somebody said, what is Nintendo Club?
Oh my gosh, Nintendo Club. I don't even know. No, Nintendo Club's fun. So normally during the school year, we would just meet in my room during lunch and play video games and watch Nintendo Directs and stuff. But we're going to figure out how to do it virtual this year. So we'll see.
Yes.
To be determined.
Yeah, for sure.
But I know I talked to some kids on Google Classroom like from last year, and they still want to continue it. So we'll figure it out. Someone I see here asked what career ed is. So like if you got in here late and you didn't hear, if you did not take high school health, So middle school health and high school health are two different classes. So a lot of you took middle school health in 8th grade, and then you have to take high school health your freshman year. So if you're taking high school health, it's only a semester class, and so the other semester will be careers education. And that class is kind of like a life skills class. Miss Williams talked about it. We talk about like how to be successful, not only as a student, but as a person, give you some goal setting skills, things like that. So it's a fun class. I like teaching it.
Yeah.
But if you did take high school health over the summer, like you took it the summer for high school, then you don't have health and you don't have careers because they're both semester classes and you have an open elective this year.
This is an interesting question. How do I go to the bathroom?
Preferably in a bathroom. No, let's see. So, yeah, I'm assuming you would just, you probably have a setup station probably in your bedroom or something like that. Like, I mean, maybe some teachers have something different. As far as I'm concerned for my class, just leave and go and then come back, obviously don't take your phone with you. We've seen too many of those, like Zoom fails where whatever on the internet. So, but yeah, just, I'm guessing every teacher probably might have their own little thing, but as far as I'm concerned, most teachers would probably just be like, just leave the room and then come back.
Yes.
It's like you kind of would, like you got your own hall pass,
Yeah. Yeah.
So kind of the same with eating too. Every teacher's probably going to be different. I'm guessing most teachers are probably just going to be saying, as long as you're not eating like a cow, like, and like you're muted, so I don't hear like Dorito chips in the background, like, you're probably going to be okay, as long as it's not distracting, I think is the biggest thing. So, but obviously every teacher's going to have different expectations. So, but so just checking with your teacher, see what they think. Maybe check, hey, how do you want to work bathrooms in your class? How do you want to work food? Because I'm starving. Like what do I do? So, I would just check with the teachers.
If you can check out the pinned comment, somebody wants to challenge someone in Smash Bros. How do you?
Oh, we'll work that out. I'm sure we'll find out a way to work it out on those Wednesdays, especially when we got club time. So, because we'll all get together. I'm sure everybody's going to share like their Nintendo IDs and stuff, and they'll play online some probably.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm not very good. I like Smash Bros, but I'm not super good at it. I can beat my son, but that's about it. He's 5. Well, he just turned 6 on Saturday.
Aw,
so.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. I'll let him know.
Yes.
He's having a Mario-themed birthday, in fact. So,
Oh my
I
God.
know. I know. We got that new Mario Lego set. It's very exciting.
Yes. Let's see. Is there anything? When will we get our Google Meet codes?
So the Google Meet codes should be, as far as I understand, most teachers will probably just have it in the Canvas course. So once you log into your Canvas, you go to your whichever class you're looking for, right? So like if my first period is health class with Mr. Gar, you'll click on your health module class, and it'll probably one of the first things will say like click here for Google Meet, and then you'll click there and that'll be the link for the day.
Right. Yeah. So the links will be posted.
Yeah, they'll be posted in Canvas. Unless your teacher is super awesome and like emails it out to everybody, but for the most part, we're probably just going to have it in Canvas.
Yeah, probably. We can't do Zoom for a lot of you that are asking. We can't do Zoom for privacy reasons.
Yeah.
So Google Meets is the way that we're going to be doing the virtual calls because you can't do that on Canvas. Let's see. Do you have to Oh, I'm sorry. I keep cutting you off.
Oh, no, I was going to say, if there's other things for freshmen, I'll keep going. But I know some people want to know about like music classes and dance and piano and stuff. So Mr. Seaton's, I think, waiting, right? He'll know everything. Mr. Seaton knows all.
He does. He definitely does.
So,
yeah, thank you.
But if there's any other freshman questions, also too, you said you're going to post emails, right, of all the teachers in this?
I am, yes.
Cool. So my email, just email me. I'm working all week long on Canvas stuff, so I'll be checking it. So if you have questions about freshmen, careers, health, Nintendo Club, whatever it is, like I can help you. I used to do student council a long time ago.
Yeah.
So I could even help out with some general questions there. But you guys got student council covered, so you're good.
We miss you though. we like seeing you pop in every once in a while.
I know. I miss visiting down the hall, my hall buddies.
Yeah.
That's right. We'll get back to it someday. It'll be good.
Definitely. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Gar.
Thank you. I'll keep listening in.
Yes, thank you so much.
Do I have to close out?
I think I can kick you out.
Okay. Just
All
kick
right,
me
bye.
out. It's all good. I'm not offended.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, remove Gar. There you go. Alrighty. Mr. Seaton is in here. I'm gonna add him. So for any music majors that have music-related questions, if you're a band major, specifically, that's what he teaches. Let's see if he joins. Any questions about juries or performances, I'm sure he'll be able to answer. So let's just wait. Yes, your Canvas password is your email information. Mr. Seaton, where are you? I'm gonna send him an email. Where do we get our email and passwords? I'm new to CCSD. Oh, if you're new to CCSD, please contact the school. If you're not from the school district, they're gonna have to like generate a whole new username and password for you. It says that I only have a minute left, so I think I'm gonna leave this live and join with the new one. It also says that Mr. Seaton is unavailable, so we're gonna get that figured out and take like a 4-minute break, and I'll be sure to answer the rest of your guys' questions. Please come back because I know a lot of you are still left hanging on some of your questions that I see here. So yeah, we're gonna be coming back in 4 minutes at exactly 1 p.m. So thank you guys. See you in like 5 minutes.